it could be to each other, but like it could have been better. But I just think in the end it just wasn't meant to be anymore. Like their love had passed. Like I mean don't love each other anymore, but like that journey, that chapter closed. And like they're still super amicable, and I'm like so grateful for that. So when he was going through that, like he had to go through like being like a 16-year-old, and like granted I was like 16, 17, so even though I had a really hard time, like I hated my dad for like a good solid year. Like I was like, how dare you put us through this turmoil? Like I straight up was like still super TBM. And I was like, bruh, because of you, we're not gonna be together forever. And that was like soul crushing. Like that was more heartbreaking than like your first heartbreak. And if you know what that is, then like, you know what I'm talking about. Like it's like that times infinity. Like it was just like, everything inside me was like it just made me so dead inside, I felt like. So that was the first time I actually decided I experienced like major depression where I didn't want to get out of the bed and stuff. That's when I started taking some antidepressants, but I've been on ADHD meds since I was 7, so not new to the territory of medication, but that one was new. That definitely did help for me. And then when I started to wear what I wanted to wear, when I still wasn't living with my dad at the time. I was living with just my mom, and she's still super TBM, true believing Mormon, to this day. Like wears her holy G's and everything. And temple, goes to temple weekly. So my dad, as he's struggling, I'm struggling too my own ways, and I'm like, at one point I had sex, and I like didn't even realize, like I was like, does it count? And I like, when I realized I didn't feel bad, that was like an awakening. I'm like, I don't feel bad. That's really nice. Like it's really nice to not just feel guilt or shame around sex or like just sexuality and everything. Like I took this boy's virginity, he took mine, and it was even Stevens, and we still chill to this day, and I'm grateful because like it was like the better experience you could get for like not waiting till marriage. Cause fuck that. So so like when after I had that, and then I was starting to wear what I wear, at one point my mom is like, just random as fuck, she's just says, Erica, I think you need to see the bishop. And I'm like, bro. And so I took a minute and I said, Mom, why should I go see the bishop if I don't have any guilt or remorse about anything that I have done? Wouldn't that be a waste of his time and my time? And wouldn't that also be mocking the atonement? Because aren't you supposed to like really mean it when you do a repentance process? And if you don't, then it doesn't really count. And she's just like, crickets, bitch. She's never given me grief since. And that was when I was like 16, 17. So like, good job, Erica. So so it was nice. Like I used to even get in my car and change my clothes and then peace out in my minivan. 1997, let's go. Now, at this point, after that, like when my mom decided she was gonna move to Mesa, and I was like, bruh, I went to 4 high schools total. So when number 4 came around, I was like, bro, I don't want to go anywhere else. So I just stayed, and I graduated from Perry, where I've now met my now wonderful boyfriend. But like we didn't get together until like after high school. But like I wanted him so bad. Shot my shot 3rd time. I got him. So anyway, so while I'm there, I still have more of my faith crisis, all the more. And I think part of it is when, this is it. I have no idea if it's still on YouTube, but creds to whomever got this, because like you did so many of us a solid. Thank you. But it was essentially somebody like, it was 2 videos really. But one of them was like, there is this conference, somebody's got like on the side of this PowerPoint, BOM, like picture from them, whatever, some scriptures in BOM. And then I believe, and I'll correct this later if I'm wrong, it's either the War of 1812 or like the Great War or something to that effect. And good old Joe Smith, they asked the audience, which text is which? Like they were so similar that I'm like, oh my fucking God. This man is the world's greatest con artist. He plagiarized the motherfucking shit. I was like, bro, if the keystone of religion is Book of Mormon, as they used to say, now they say some different shit, then everything else is false. So I was like, crumble, 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 in a world dead. So that was devastating as hell. And then shout out to the other fool who did this, thank you, who took a video inside the temple of the ceremony. And so like, so many of us, I'm grateful I never had to go through a ceremony because I done seen that shit. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so not for me. So seeing that, I'm like, oh my God, secret handshakes, women are like dressed all fucking weird, and fuck the baker's hat, it's so fucking weird too. And so I so grateful because when I saw that, I was like, oh, shelved completely, split in half. On top of just other like LGBTQ issues too. And then I finally came out of the closet when I was 17. And like shortly before I turned 18, and part of it was I lived with my dad. I moved in when I like for my junior and senior year, and that was like my best 2 years of my life, and also worst 2 years, but like the best years because my dad he's like my best friend. He's so sweet and wonderful, kind, generous, open, total 180 of a dad. Like he still was fabulous to me, and I've always been a daddy's girl, but it's been so nice to be like our complete authentic selves that we were like oppressing for so long, especially him. And so it was fun, like we got to be 16, 17 year olds like starting over, like we say, like he started over at 42, so he's like 18 then or whatever, or 16, and then we go on from there. And so like we smoked weed together, like we've done acid, like my dad's a G, and like I'll do a video with him sometime soon because he definitely wants to get some shit out. So like then at that point, like I came out of the closet, and also mind you, I went to seminary for 3 out of 4 years. And so by like my third year, I was a junior, and bruh, I was so piecing out mentally, because I was smoking weed and I was having sex, and I would go to seminary, and like I'd walk with all the kids, and then like I figured out that there was a room that was always empty during my hour of seminary. So I was like, bruh, if you look at, and dude, there were fucking blankets in there. So I was like, yo, if there's blankets in here, say less. So I would go all the way to, like, if you looked in a little slit of a window, then you wouldn't see me all the way to the right. I'm sleeping, take a nap for an hour, and then I send an alarm, and then I go back. I walk back with everybody, and they're like, where did you go? I'm like, somewhere. So back then, that felt so good because I hated that class in particular. Like, not just seminary, because I had a solid seminary teacher before, but this guy, he, like, everybody, every time they mentioned sex, drugs, or whatever, people always looked at me. I was only the pianist, okay? All the years I went, I was always playing and singing, and then like, but they still give me shit. I'm like, bro, I'm participating, and like, whatever. So your judgment isn't working, it's doing the opposite of what you want it to do. So so my mom was so sweet because I like did for like a full semester, and she said, if you want to, I'll excuse all your absences. I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. I was like, but I'm literally not going to do any of the makeup work. She said, okay. So she has respected my wishes. And but like we were devastated. Like my strange brother, he came home from his mission. He was super depressed, so he had to come home. Like he was going to kill himself. Had to be his like mom caretaker as soon as he got home from his mission, essentially, when I was like 16, and like he's not in my life anymore because he's done like some really fucked up shit, and it's like just really fortunate, but like grateful because now I have all these extra step siblings since my parents got with some other people, and it's so nice to have like bonus parents and bonus siblings, like, and I've truly realized that family is who you choose too. And so like shout out to all those who cut off toxic family members, including ones you love too, but the ones who you always thought would have your back. And just, I guess that's Lord. So now, so I fully am pretty much out at 18, and I graduated high school, did a lot of fucking acid, which was awesome because I was able to let go of a lot of anger. I was a really angry bitch my senior year. Like I took it out on everybody. It wasn't okay. And I hope some of y'all forgive me, but you know, and I see some of y'all left too, so fuck you if you gave me shit. I mean, obviously, like I feel so much happier. Like I'm really me. Like I love piercings. I like drinking coffee. I like kissing bitches and boys, but like I have my mans, and we've been together 5 years, and I really love him. Like he's here. I don't know if you can see it, but he's very sweet and kind to me and is really perfect for me. Like, he accepts all of me, and that's a deal breaker. And so he might show up later, but I guess it's kind of like kind of general overview. But I guess once I left, I moved out when I was 18. I moved in with my estranged brother. That was fucking hell. I'll never do that again. He's like beyond a diva. And if you couldn't guess my zodiac sign, I'm Aries. And so I guess, I don't even know, I guess at this point, it's been a while. I mean, now I'm 23, almost 24, and let's see, it's been like 7 years, which is like really weird. I was also baptized when I was 8. So I'll give you, it's like, I've done the whole experience. I've done the whole shebang. Trek, girls camp, which my favorite things ever were like being out in nature. That was like the times I felt closest to God and like Mormon God, and singing. And so now I just had to realize that like it took me a while to find like I can wait to enjoy those things without putting religious context behind it, because like it's gross to me and I hate the patriarchy and I hate cis hetero white men who think they have fucking entitlement to everything, including women's bodies, property, all this like being able to tell you if you're doing right or wrong. Like, fuck you. I'm a badass bitch. I'm thinking maybe I could call this BBE, like bisexual, bipolar, like ex-momo, and I was also, bad bitch energy. So yeah, honestly, I don't regret anything in my journey, even though like shit was so hard, and like my mental health journey has been so interesting too. But I got diagnosed with my bipolar like during the pandemic, which was so cute and fun. But I'm on a good balance of like therapy and meds, and I've been on therapy since I was 17. I see a Mormon therapist, even though I think she might be PMO now, which is physically and mentally out. And it was so nice because I recommend maybe seeing a Mormon therapist when you first get out, at least, like one that's like as unbiased as you can get, just because you save so much time. Like, I didn't have to explain any of the background with Mormonism. Like, homegirl knew all of that. I could just get straight to the shit. Like, I'm angry. I hate my dad right now. My brother's on his mission. Oh yeah, my dad left the church. My brother's on his mission. That's a big fucking deal. I forgot. And I sucked telling him on Mother's Day and the 2 calls you had a year, yeah. But now they're like, hey, everybody can message you every week. And I'm like, the way it should always been. Jesus Christ on a stick. Where am I going now? Oh yeah, bipolar, depressed, therapy. Oh yeah. So she's been so helpful, and like I had to do a lot of the work myself, and there's been times where I wasn't, but now I can genuinely say that doing that now, I'm really proud to look at myself, because I know that I am so capable. I am filled with love. I genuinely feel like I love myself more. Like, I'm not just saying it. Like, I would have never really believed that 2, 3, 5 years ago. I know it's like ever evolving journey, so like it's never gonna be done, but I'm okay with that. And like, there's so much to be grateful for, and so gratitude does do something for you too. Like, if you feel like you've lost hope in a way, or you don't know when or how the fuck you're gonna get out, or if you're new and out of the church or whatever, like, it's okay. It's gonna be so alright. Like, you don't even know it yet. There's gonna be like, sometimes shit has to hit the fan so hardcore in order for like new and wonderful things to open up in our life. And like, that's where I'm at too in so many ways. But I'm still trying to find the silver linings and everything, and I think that's just a way to keep you sane. It keeps me sane, damn. But I appreciate you all listening to me so far. If you've taken the time, if anybody sees this video and thought it was interesting or whatnot, I'd love to hear, because I think it's nice to have other things to listen out there. So if you'd like to, leave a comment, like and subscribe, as they always fucking say. But yeah, Erica, Bethan, peacing out. BBE, don't forget, bisexual, bipolar, XMO.